Man, it's Johnny and I'm on my gummy, and I'm sorry, Christians. Oh my God, I didn't know it was going to be this big of a deal. But I'm telling you, Yeshua is not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a story, and his birthdays are wrong. The reason why his birthday's wrong is because it's put exactly in to the spot where the conquered people celebrated their religion. They put Christ right. And they believed in Yeshua. They did. The biggest torture device ever made was a cross. Christians had the most horrific torture devices of any religion combined. Hey, brilliance. It was forcing people. Everybody got a new language and a new religion. Every white person was shipped. I know there's stories. No, man, my forefathers come over here with a penny in his pocket. I've heard them too. That's even in my stories. That's even in but I'm telling you who we are. I'm telling you the stories that's been manipulated, like the Pied Piper. He didn't have a flute. He had a silver tongue, and the mayor was Carruthers. I found him in my history. I was like, hey, wait a minute. And they silver-tongued everybody to the New World. And then when they got here, there ain't no help, boys. And the West was wild. Whoever went west was dying. The hardest. And I got all those histories from a Kickapoo elder. He said his people was at Minneapolis, Minnesota for as long as his people could remember. And he told me this in the 1980s. And I bet he was in his 80s. And he told me about he said, you don't know your people. You don't know how hard your people had it. You don't know the slaves your people were. They don't even talk about it. What do you mean, slaves? I asked my grandma. My grandma grew up in the 1920s. And she told me as far back as she can remember picking cotton and everything. They lived with black families. All the black families were, it's not a Quentin Tarantino movie, man. I was so disappointed. It's like, no, man. Who cracked the whip? Who did the beatings? How bad did... Nobody worked on Sundays. If you didn't do... It was more crop sharing. Or your ass got kicked off the land, and there ain't nowhere to go in Arkansas, especially for an Irish family. She told me about all kinds of things that histories just don't talk about. Nothing makes sense. I don't even know what the fuck... But I'm sorry, Christians. I didn't know that. You guys really thought it was Yeshua. Well, let me catch you up, man. I'm telling you, the same people that's compounding interest. Yeshua was a Jew. You're not allowed to ask about the Jewish people. Every Jewish person isn't bad. No. Every Jewish person feels like it's their duty. It's weird to climb a ladder of greed. And you got to keep it. It's different. It's just different. I love their family dynamic. It's like they have to fit into, it's like a pyramid scheme. It's crazy. And I don't even know, are you allowed to say it? I'm allowed to cuss Jesus Christ in a room full of Christians. I'm allowed to talk about Allah. I'm allowed to talk about the Muslim. I'm allowed to talk about the Arabs. I'm allowed to talk about the Buddhist. Native American, but you can't say nothing, or it's name calling. It's like you got to stay away from it at all costs, like the COVID stuff. You can't mention anything about elections because they're always free and fair. No questions asked. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird, but that's the religion you're not allowed to talk about. And not all the Jewish people are bad. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying back in Yeshua's time, their fingerprints are never, hey man, the Jewish people have been ran out of every country. Why? Because they almost take it over. They get as powerful as kings. The king would go to the peasant for taxation, for wars. And the peasant would say, I'm getting compounded interest from this guy. I have nothing. You can't, and you had to have equipment to make taxes. Like, hey, I had to finance my shovel and my mule, and he's getting everything. But that's not what Yeshua did. I said compounding interest and insurance, and all my Christian guys were like, hey, see, you're saying Israel is in charge of compound. I'm telling you, all the elites are there. Everybody in charge of Hollywood's there. Everybody that, some may be in Ukraine. Dude, I'm talking corruption. If the United States, I'll guarantee you, is the most corrupt country in the world, look how they treat you. And you're the owners of land of the free where nothing's free. And all they do is go somewhere else while you go to work. They tell you stories about inflation. You know what the definition of inflation is? Record profits. They turned it up on your ass. How much money got left? Hey, usually when they turn it up, people will fall back to faith, which they control too. Hey, the harder you make it, the more they spend over here. They don't have time to do anything. The system of control is absolutely unbelievable when you can see it. But let's get back to Yeshua and pissed off Christians. What he stood up for, because back in his time, his people financed every aspect of slavery. It was the number one economy. The Roman armies had my forefathers in chains, and we were getting new languages, new religions, but a third were killed, a third were enslaved, and a third's left with a new language and religion. And they were shipped to Australia, South Africa, Canada, United States. And now they're just blamed for everything. And I'm like, hold on, man. Nobody even knows how we're all here. And who is here already? The Moors had a huge slave pyramid scheme that these people Yeshua was talking about. Anybody, well, if you were like the credit scoring today that mean you just can't fucking get in. You know, like 90% of people's got bad credit. I got bad credit, and all I do is make my payments. It's absolutely unbelievable. Somebody can maximize profits if I want to finance a fucking thing. It's like almost total control. You control the score, you control the man. Ask me if my house is paid for. Right now, my 5 acres, I got a double wide. I hate it. I hate this house. Got my shop, everything's paid for. I got a few car payments. But I had 60 loans with a bank in Oklahoma. They have 6 mottos, and 2 of them are loyalty. And they just said, we're not fucking with you. You didn't make shit. You're nobody. You shouldn't even got a loan. I said, yeah, man, but I had 60. And I haven't missed a fucking thing. And who do you think you're talking to? Huh. So I'm done with that bank. After all these years, and I've never done nothing wrong. I sold everything they shut the economy guys down, and I lost my business. And I sold every asset I had. Made sure my hometown was, hey, we're good. I'm a homebound disabled veteran. I need to build my house. I get guaranteed financing. I've got 60 loans. No, you got a credit card and you got to call India to get it. No, I'm not doing that. Man, they did that to me for 7 years and it fell off. And as soon as it fell off, they gave me 2 fresh ones. They're saying these credit card companies. Oh. But guys, Yeshua stood up against his people who financed every aspect of slavery. They control everything. They master the systems that they put into place. Even your courts. Your courts are eating you the fuck up. If you listen to me, you better fucking find me. Because TikTok hates me, man. My words are more hurtful because people will think, like, hey, wait a minute. Are we worker bees? What do we really own? Fuck, you die. Hold on, we got tax for that. It's the same people. John Hancock said we could have a country of our own, and we lost it during the Civil War. The South wasn't fighting for... Only at 1% of the elite Democrats had slaves. If I could have owned slaves, I'd have owned as many as I fucking could. I'd have kept every one of you motherfuckers if I could. We'd have took over the fucking world. We'd have changed it. Because John Hancock was the man. We don't know how we're going to have a country of our own. But we're going to fucking do it. And stop this goddamn blaming and listen. Learn who you are. For real. America. White boys.